Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 48 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Now Carson fumbles the football, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On first down, McKinney. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Being chased out left. Oh, good move at the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Now a give right side. It's McKinney. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He'll try again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call a straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Lions as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 2nd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Titans had 10 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So here come the Lions now.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're going to look to throw.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McKinney, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. Calhoun.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 3.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This offense on 3rd down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Running for it, here's Chubb, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to...
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Lions offense set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Draw play. Ingram now.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
On the check down, it's Ingram.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. He's got it to Ingram, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense set to go again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside. inside the 10 to the 7. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and 4.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Lions take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Calhoun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. McKinney trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Open man complete downfield to Davis.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Ingram. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Tennessee,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.